They said I'd never play Red Rocks Day in school, kids. Official proclamation on behalf of the state of Colorado.
Fancy.
All right. Whereas, in 1997, Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo first squeezed onto the scene to become Colorado's most beloved mascot. Whereas the Mexican staring frog of southern Sri Lanka is the only animal in Colorado known to kill with just a glance. Whereas a wild Jacobosaur has not been found in Colorado since '99, but since then Colorado voters passed an initiative for Jacobosaur reintroduction. Whereas trapper keepers are continued to be suspect in Colorado. Whereas Scott Tenorman's tears of unfathomable sadness taught us all a life lesson. Whereas Thumper, the Aspen ski instructor, taught us all that when you French fry when you should pizza, you're gonna have a bad time. Whereas, I mean, come on, South Park taught us when one is born with a disability or acquires it, it's a normal part of life that shouldn't divide us. Whereas Matt and Trey introduced the outside world to the cliff drivers of Casa Bonita. Whereas Coors Field has not seen a battle quite like Randy Marsh, Kurt Nobel versus Batman. And drew fire from Tom Cruise trapped in a closet, still there. Whereas the super serial threat of Man-Bear Pig grows larger every day, he successfully overcame the smugness about hydrants. Whereas we couldn't save poor Butters for Camp New Grace, Colorado has now outlawed conversion therapy. Whereas our oracles, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, predicted a pandemic, but tragically, there were less Peruvian pan flu bans than promised. Whereas fish sticks are forever ruined for Kanye. Whereas no one needs to fake an illness in Colorado for access to legal cannabis. Whereas the state of Colorado wants to recognize homegrown talent Lord as an iconic Colorado musician. Whereas the United States of America and our democracy may never recover from our first LGBT president, Mr. Garrison. Whereas water bears are now classified as honorary government workers in the state of Colorado. Whereas Tegrity Farms is a certified Colorado proud product. Whereas China really needs to have more integrity. Whereas Coloradans have one of the lowest death rates from COVID and one of the highest rates of artistic talent in the nation. Whereas in 2021, the creators of South Park purchased the iconic Casa Bonita, a fine dining restaurant, an entertainment mecca, money pit, and jobs program for Colorado contractors. True story, we went from 9th lowest unemployment rate to 4th because of all the contractors and subcontractors working in Casa Bonita. But Colorado, are we going to show up at Casa Bonita when it reopens? And finally, whereas after 25 years, South Park is beloved by Coloradans, Trey Parker and Matt Stone are true sons of Colorado. Therefore, I, Jared Polis, Governor of the state of Colorado, do hereby proclaim August 10th, 2022 as South Park Day!
Fuck you.